All right, we are making a new campaign. This is my non-live session 0 with Larry. Larry, how are you doing?
I'm good. I've been jonesing for some D&D.
Yeah, I'm jonesing to start over with some D&D. We've done some one-shots, so we've played a few characters. You've got some characters there that you've done here and there, and we're gonna go through the process of D&D Beyond, and want to pick core rules. The new core rules, the core rule books, if you will, as we go, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
And
that's cool.
Homebrew Bricks is what I'm calling this campaign. After 2 years of playing by the book, I'm gonna try to sneak in a little more flavor. It will be some one shots mixed with some other campaigns. And right now we're leaning into Acquisitions Incorporated, which I'd like to do sooner than later. So I'm thinking this is going to work. And a lot of the stories kind of are coastal, and we're near the coast right now with Steve's character, Swedemo, and he is a human monk. And
Mm,
then, so don't pick a monk.
right. I
Human
got.
is
I
fine.
got. Let's see. How far did I get on this one? Oops, that's not it. Never mind.
Yeah,
Um,
let's just keep it there.
yeah.
And then we have
Did it
Nikki.
change? Hey, real quick, because I didn't see when I clicked that other window. Did your screen change?
I started to see something. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I won't touch any more windows.
Okay. Yeah. Let's just go through a character creation. Like I was saying, Steve has a human monk.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be Way of the Elements later. Later in when he levels up again, he'll start doing Avatar stuff, Airbender stuff. And then we have Nikki playing the mother of Lulu, who died who died in the Purple Kill one shot. So she's the mother revenge assassin Paragon.
Oh,
So
okay.
she's the rabbit mother. Layla is the mother of Lulu. So she's so I let her play a Paragon, which is outside the core books, but the
And
new
I've never,
core
I've
books.
never heard of that. It's a.
You can be a bunny.
Oh, you can be a bunny. Okay, then.
And I found my mouse heads. So that's more of a Humblewood thing, but
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
these. Yeah, these are really cool.
Where those come from?
Brick Brigade.
Oh, okay.
It was like an army jeep set with the Mouseketeers or something.
Cool.
So I threw them on some D&D figs and had a fun with the thing behind us. And now we're going to create a new character from scratch. And you are invited to the campaign. I'm the Dungeon Master, Jesse's Brick Galaxy, and Homebrew Bricks is what we're calling this one. So you've been invited. So you can go to create a character and hit that button, and we will start the process and kind of show the process on a non-live recording.
Nice.
Um, Homebrew, expanded rules, all that's good stuff. In the home screen's fine. I would like you to change the advancement type down there in the middle to experience points. And I did not see the drop down.
Done.
And then fixed hit points is fine for now. I do want to try to actually change it now
Manual.
to manual. Yeah. And I'm not sure if you're sharing the right screen because I can't see your drop downs.
Drop down. You mean when so right now I click the little drop down under hit point type. Do you see that?
No,
Weird.
you have to. So maybe stop sharing and do the present, share screen, and then you have to hit the tabs. Don't do tab, don't do window, do entire screen at the top,
Ah, okay.
and then pick whatever screen is appropriate. And I know you're on one laptop, so maybe it'll be a little weird, but give it a shot. That's the mode that'll let me see drop downs. So it might just have to be your entire screen, but maybe we'll have a little mirror image matrix thing going on, but that's funny.
Oh, these maps. Okay, I have to do this. Nope. Oh,
I mean,
it's not working.
not working.
Well, let's see. Let me go back. See, that's going to be on the main. All right. Well, let's
Just try it.
shoot for the moon.
Like I said, it might show more than whatever you got going
Permission
on.
to capture your screen.
For whatever reason, that's the mode that just shares drop downs.
Unlock screen by selecting the lock in the bottom left corner. Okay.
If not, I could, well, once you have your thing in there, I could refresh and talk you through it. But it's better when you're driving, I think.
Yeah.
I do see your character on here, so it's possible I could walk you through some of it.
All right. I just changed the setting that it was telling me to, so I'm gonna try this again with the sharing. Okay, I see what it's asking me to do. So tell a story while I'm.
So yeah, we're adventuring already. Steve's character is a monk and washed up on shore. I rolled a random table to put him into a city out of this new book I have, Instant Towns and Cities. This is another Game Master's book of. This is another really good one. Larry, I know you have one, I think. So rolled for a random coastal city, and he washed up on a small town that had an island prison. So he's had a really rough life, going from slavery, like losing his home, being stuck in a glass blowers sweatshop, and then being sold to some pirates, and then washing up on shore after a shipwreck. So he's got some crazy backstory, and I see your thing, but it's definitely, well, it's showing that.
Good. Well, all right. So if I go back, did that change for you?
That's what we want to see. And then when drop down,
Does that work?
nope.
I'm doing window instead of tab because the whole screen one just.
No, yeah, you have to share. Like I said, you have to share entire screen. There's 3 selections.
I saw that, and the computer is telling me it's not. Well, let's see. What does it say?
I don't know what it tells you, but that's what we need to do.
Yeah. And I try.
Otherwise, I can do it, and I can drive.
Okay, because as Chrome has lost permission to capture your screen to
All
fix.
right, let me just drive then. Okay.
All right, you just drive.
That's fine. So here you are. We're going to edit your character. And like I said, we're going to keep all this the same. We're going to enable and then see how you can see the drop down.
I can.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't work unless you do that entire screen thing. I'm just gonna drag this. Oh, you can see all of that. Oh, that's okay. Let's make it really big then. Okay. Let's see here. So the encumbrance, we'll use it, but we don't really like keep too much into it. I think it's just fun information if you are that type of character. Like, oh dang, my backpack can only carry 30 pounds, and I got 75 pounds in there.
Right.
Maybe change something up, So I'm not going to call you out if you're 5 pounds over or something.
Okay.
And then ignoring coin weight. Modifiers that's the default. We are going to be able to multi-class. So if you start with a character and want to add another class and have 2 different classes, that kind of game mechanics, sneak attack with a fighter, or barbarian rage with sorcerer or something crazy. There's definitely a lot of videos that show you how to multi-class and what works and what's max mins and things like that. But it's good to have flaws. So let's see what we can do. So on the next screen, we have choosing the class. And I want to stick to the core rules, which is going to be all of these above. And then if I scroll down, you'll notice Artificer is not in there. Troy has kind of selected that as what he wants to do next. So I think I'm going to make an exception for him. And I'm sure they'll come up with a 2024 version. But and then I think I don't know what else Blood Hunter and other third-party content are not included.
Gotcha.
But you have the basics here.
That's a bummer. We have a Blood Hunter character already half made, but that's okay.
Yeah, I kind of want to do dark fantasy on another campaign. I'm just not ready for that, I think.
Well, how about if we do this?
Did you count those up?
There's 12.
2, 3, 4.
Roll a d12.
Yeah, roll a d12 and roll again if you get monk or rogue.
Okay. Actually, you roll.
Oh, you want me to do it on the screen?
Yeah, do it on screen.
Okay, so d12. Roll them. Got 9.
A 9, a warlock.
4.
No.
Rogue?
A rogue.
So we got to roll again.
Okay. Good.
2. Bard.
Bard. Oh, okay.
And like I said, you can multi-class later,
Okay.
but taking 1 level of Bard is going to give you, and let's look at it, at first level, inspiration. So that's pretty cool. Right off the bat, you can inspire your characters with a D6 using Bardic Inspiration. It's any creature, like a willing creature you can see within 60 feet of you that can see and hear you. You can give them inspiration, which is for the next hour, they can add a D6 to any D20 roll. Any D20 test is called. It's the new language. So any D20 test is adding Bardic Inspiration. Number of uses equal to your Charisma modifier. And if you have a player's handbook ready, you can kind of follow along with that or the digital copy. I like to bring out the hard book once you have a class in mind and just look at a few things that are going to help when you make the character. So a bard, the core bard trait is charisma, I believe. Yes. Pretty sure. As a bard, I always look at the quick build, but I don't think they even show that in here. Obviously, it's charisma with the bard. So,
right.
dexterity and charisma looks like might be what once we get to abilities, your charisma modifier will affect the number of uses. At higher levels, your die changes from a d6 to a d8 at level 5. So if you wanted to be a bard up to level 5, you would gain some more standard things. It's always good to, I believe, take a character up to level 3 because that's when you get a subclass.
Okay.
Otherwise, at level 1, there's primary ability is charisma, so we'll lean into that. Other than that, you can play with your skills. You'll be proficient in simple weapons, light armor, and you'll have some starting equipment and a music instrument, of course. So that is level 1. You also have spell casting. You'll get some cantrips. You'll get 2 right away. You'll get spell slots equal to your level plus cast your level +1 spells. We'll figure that out. Prepared spells, pretty easy stuff. You've seen bards be played. Have you played a bard?
Have I ever?
Yeah.
I did once, and we did. I think it was the purple worm one.
Okay.
I think I played a
All right.
Tabaxi bard.
Tabaxi. So we've got expertise at level 2. You gain more skill proficiencies at level 2.
Okay, cool.
You also get Jack of Trades, more proficiencies. And then, like I said, subclasses, every class gets it at 3rd level. So at that point, you could decide how to flavor the bard, and there's 4 subclasses in the new core rule books: College of Dance, College of Glamour, College of Lore, and College of Valor are the new subclasses that'll be available in the new core. So we're going to go ahead and you can look at 4th, 5th level, all that, counter charm stuff down. And then, at some point, I would suggest after 3rd level, maybe, or maybe right at 1st level, you want to add something else to your a multi-class or not. It's fine. It gets a little confusing with the multi-class.
Yeah.
We're going to add this and just go right down the line. So your musical instruments and skills. I like to pick, I hate to say it, like we're going to go right down the line. We can pick your instruments. But I like to save the skill picking till your background is picked. But it might not matter. Let's try it right down the line. What are you thinking for musical instruments?
Well, let's see here.
Or do you want to roll dice?
I think I might. Well,
you can roll up, maybe pick 1 or 2, and then roll for a 3rd.
Let me try that. Maybe we'll do that. Do this so I can see there.
Whoops. Sorry.
I was definitely thinking probably like flutes. You got a flute and a pan flute.
Oh, there it is. Flute.
All right, flute. Let's also do. See, I don't even. What is a songhorn? What's a shawl?
We pick it. It might tell us more. Nope.
Maybe need to grab a book.
You might have to Google it. I don't even think that's where getting the player's handbook out helps. weapons, equipment, armor.
Player's Handbook.
All right.
Ta-da.
Is that the new one?
This is not the new one,
Oh,
but it should give me information on musical instruments.
yes. It'll. Yeah, I'm just looking at the new one, so it might not be on the same page. But you should be able to go to equipment, I think.
Is it under the Bard, or is it going to be?
Go to the glossary in the back. I can't even find it. Music instrument 221 for me. It is in equipment. Oh, that doesn't even describe them. It just says has the variants.
Okay, I'm gonna just look up. I'm gonna look up lute or
We can just look at songhorn. Here's your songhorn.
huh?
It's kind of a
That's just weird.
Accordion.
Yeah. Huh. Looks like another flute.
It's more
Yeah.
right. And you could go back if you change your mind.
Yeah.
It's
It's
not
something that doesn't quite fit.
it's just a flavor, you know. It's good to lean into it though if you enjoy the bard, to be like, I, pull up my songhorn, you
Yeah.
know. Now you are bardically inspired, and you can come up with whatever little ditty.
Yeah. This isn't very helpful.
The tan.
All right. We'll go back to. I'll fine tune that later. Put violin in there.
Tan. It's an amp.
Looks like a little drum.
A little drum. What did you say?
Violin.
VO?
That might be it. Oh no, I'm sorry. Fiddle.
Fiddle. Okay. Fiddle. There we go. That's old school. And you get a third. Some of this stuff I don't even know what it is. Talk it. There's a bunch I don't know what they are.
What's a soul? I just put
Lute.
Put lute.
You can always change it later.
Yeah.
But once we get down the road and you start using these things, they're set. You have skills. You get 3 skills to add to your modifier. Gets better for these. You're proficient in these skills. So I know we haven't thought too much about the character, but this is making it straight up and down.
Yep.
Back.
Is that the end of the list?
Yes.
Further? Doesn't go past survival?
Nope.
Okay.
If you need help, I would suggest performance or persuasion or deception.
Let's definitely do performance. And then roll a d20.
Okay. I don't know if there's 20 on
If
there.
if it's 19 or 20, roll again.
There
were only 18.
Rando character. I like it. You're good at animal handling.
Animal handling. Why not?
You want to roll again, or you want to?
Let's do it.
Okay. The rolling of character. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. History.
Okay.
history, animals, and performance. And once we get into the character, if you start figuring something out, we can definitely play with that. Here's where it says inspiration stuff. Here's where it says spell casting stuff. And then we go over to origin background. And this is where it does get a little nitpicky as far as flavor. I would say, shoot, this is where the old book is better for Bard. I mean, some entertainer is, kind of an obvious one. So if you picked entertainer, then it'll tell you what, like roving fairs, da 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 da. But so this is what's different in the new core rules, Larry. You get a free feat.
Oh.
With choosing a background with the new book. So musician, you gain proficiency with another musical instrument, but after you play every rest, you can play a song and give his heroic inspiration, which is like DM inspiration.
Click on that. What is it? How long does it last?
It says in a number of allies you affect this way equals your proficiency bonus. So it could be the whole party at one point.
Click on heroic inspiration.
It's reroll a d20. So that's pretty cool.
Cool.
That is. So I hope I can just go back.
Cross your fingers. Oh, there we go. Yes. Okay, so that would be interesting, but it's almost kind of a given for a bard to be a musician or an entertainer.
So we are going to lean into commerce.
Click merchant.
So
and feat is lucky.
Lucky is cool. I'm going to open a new tab so I don't lose. Oh, that was scary. Lucky is different in the new rule books. Also, I think they fixed it. You basically have luck points equal to proficiency bonus, and you roll a d20 when you spend. You can re-roll.
You know what? I like that. Let's go with that one.
You can roll a d20. When you roll, you can give yourself advantage, is what lucky is.
Yeah, by spending a luck point.
So that's pretty cool. So that comes with merchant.
Cool.
I will say some of the other things from Acquisitions Incorporated are in here, but yeah, there's a lot.
There is a lot.
I know one of them's like, shoot, I don't even know. Anyway, I want to jump, like if you pick stuff, you picked athlete. Notice it does not give you a feat anymore. So if we stay up here in the top, so as a, it could be
good on
hermit.
Okay.
Hermit gives you healer feat.
What is a wayfarer? Is that like
Wayfarer?
How is it different from
also gives you lucky. You grew up in the streets. Odd jobs.
Nah.
I think that used to be called urchin.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Well, okay, we'll stick with merchant.
Merchant, I like it. Yeah, you can be the bard / you might be the leader of this group if we settle on some sort of trade to franchise. So you're going to be lucky. That is going to give you an ability score improvement on
Nice.
charisma. So that's definitely cool. So I think you picked a good background to go with Bard there. You gain a skill proficiency right away in something else. So you can pick one of these. There's
How about investigation?
okay. That's always good. And you get school proficiency in navigator's tools. Oh, so maybe you'll be the navigator, the mapper, or something.
Yeah.
We'll get into acquisitions incorporated stuff later.
Okay.
Pretty soon, actually, after the first adventure here later tonight. But you get so now you can increase ability scores. I'm just going to pick 111 and see what it says. So it doesn't give you choices. It makes the choices for you.
Gotcha.
Constitution, intelligence.
The other one, does it?
The other one is you could choose charisma plus 2 if you wanted. We can do that later.
Sure.
Because it's good to get those even numbers rolling. And I think that is, so we got to come back to background. And we've got species next, which used to be race. So they're going with species for some of the terminology is different in these core books.
Gotcha.
But we have the top 12 again. If you wanted to roll 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, there are top 10 actually. Should we see what the dice say?
Let's see what the dice say.
I love it. 2, 4, 6. Goliath?
A Goliath?
Goliath, Bard, Merchant.
Oh boy. That might be tough.
That might be tough. Bards are usually a little more nimble, but it's pretty funny. I don't know that you want to play a Goliath on the tails of Prontero.
Nope.
But you wouldn't be a barbarian.
Let's roll again. I'm gonna roll with advantage on this.
Yeah. So check this out. You can actually roll with advantage if you right click. Oh, you can't do it on this one. Okay. There's a way to roll with advantage, and you right click, but it has to be on the character sheet, I believe.
4. Elf.
Elf's pretty good for Bard.
I've been an elf, so that's good.
Okay. Elf is going to, they're kind of high charisma anyway. So I believe, let's see here, humanoid, speed, dark vision, When we pick a lineage, it'll do something. You pick that at a different level, maybe. I'm not sure. But let's go ahead and confirm that. Oh, here it is. So when you pick that, it opens a bunch of stuff. This is how D&D Beyond works, people. If you're watching this for the first time and never used D&D Beyond, never made a character, it does help to have the books and go through the books, but it does a lot of the user-friendly things of giving you all the modifiers so you don't make a mistake or miss something. So there are the 3 lineages. Drow, I will warn you, dark vision is a little tricky because you have disadvantage in light. In the drow. It doesn't say it there, but drows have disadvantage in light, unless they've changed that.
How about high elf?
High elf, prestigious, that works. That works with your character, I think. A bard. High elf sounds good. From that elven lineage, you get to choose
spells.
What stat you use, and it's probably should be charisma.
Okay.
You use charisma as your spell modifier, and you get a free spell here. These are, I believe, cantrips.
Mm.
And you'll have plenty to choose from later, but this is your elf lineage spell, if it matters.
Hmm. How about Ray of Frost?
Okay. Good one to start out with. Some damage dealing there. You have your advantage to saving throws to avoid charmed condition. And keen senses. So you can pick another skill here between these three.
Mm. Let's go with Insight.
Trance means you don't actually sleep. You can't be put asleep. When you finish a long rest in 4 hours, you spend those hours in a trance-like consciousness. So you can be quite alert while the rest of the party is doing a long rest.
Cool.
You can pick some languages here, and you get 2 besides common. And I'm just going to go ahead and pick Elfish because I don't know why it doesn't start you off with that.
Yeah, that's weird.
But you could be like adopted, I guess, and never learned Elfish.
I only speak Orc.
So it's very, yeah. All I can say is Nikki is a Haragon, but that's not on here, so she's speaking common is fine. Anything you want to roll the dice? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if you count sign language.
Sign language. Roll a dice. Roll
a d8. 3. 1, 2, 3. Dwarvish. So elves and dwarves. Perfect.
Hey, do this real quick. Go down to the die,
and
then pick one. Now, do Control left click.
I don't have that. Or right click. Oh,
there you go.
Oh, if I hit it a bunch of times, I can multiply it. 5 D100s. But when we get to your character sheet, I'll show you a cool right-click move to add advantage and disadvantage to dice rolls.
All right.
That I did all the math there. That's funny. I rolled a 1 on a D100. Awesome.
Crazy.
Okay, so we have your languages. We have your species. Now we do ability scores, and we're going to do the point buy method. And right off the bat, charisma is going to be your high end. The highest you can go is 15 right now.
Cool.
So anything else goes, or you have 18 points remaining.
Let's bump intelligence, since I'm in my head. I've got a couple of ideas about my backstory, but if I'm a merchant, I'm going to be I'm a clever merchant.
Yeah.
I've got a good business sense, so we'll
start with a 4-point bump.
Sure, let's do it. Let's see.
Constitution's usually something I think of 3rd or 4th because that's your hit points.
Right. Let's bump that up.
I'll do 4 there too.
Sure. Bump strength up just 2.
Okay.
And then
could go 2 and 2 each.
4 and 4.
Or 4 and 4 if you want to.
4 and 4.
Right. 12, 12, 12, 12. Out of 12s.
There we go.
There you go. Not bad.
I'm
Jack of all
level-headed.
trades. I mean, bards are jack of all trades usually. So being kind of flat across the board there, you're more charisma than strength. That's easy to remember.
Mhm, mhm.
I'm going to clear that screen, and that's so we can go back and revisit this because when you get modifiers, and this is where I actually do that. So right now your charisma is 15. If you add 1, you'll get the bonus. If you add 2, you'll only still get the 1 bonus. But it's something
Oh,
to
okay.
think
That's
about.
important to know.
And you'll get those other add-ons, and we could play with these numbers. So what we're going to do is go back to class, I think. No, background. Here's the ability score bumps.
Oh, okay.
So do you want to add 2 to something or 111?
1-on-1.
Okay. Whoop. Oop, there we go. We do that. Then we can go back to abilities. So now this is good. You have an even number,
Cool.
but these two are odd numbers. You may want to play like you could do one or like you could bump one and reduce one somewhere else or reduce something else like wisdom and dexterity.
All right. Let's take
Two from,
take
mhm.
Constitution down 1, Intelligence up 1.
Okay. That helps out because now you have a +1 here. Actually, +2, right? No, +1.
+1.
10 is the balance. So at 12, you get +1, +1, +2, +1, +3, +2, +3. There's the modifier down there. And it shows where some of that stuff comes from down here. And as you level up, you'll have ability score modifiers also, but this is nice even numbers across the board. From here, we go to equipment. I'm going to go ahead and give you both leather armor, You can pick your flute here.
Sure.
That was your first choice. And then I'm going to give you the navigator tools also and add that equipment. And I'm going to get use, wear, use. I got 2 pouches. That's fine.
2 adventuring gears.
Yeah. That's fine. Somehow I doubled up that from whatever. If we hit view character sheet, this is where we can see your bard. It gave you a bardic background already. It didn't give you a picture yet, so we can work on that. And you're level 1. You could pick some spells from here. I like to, let's see. I like to start like with level 1, just to see what the heck you get, So level 1, you still get 2 cantrips and 4 known spells.
Oh, nice.
So you already have Ray of Frost from your elven lineage. So don't pick that again. But do you want to look at these cantrips and pick 2 more cantrips out?
Yeah, let's do that. Although I did see that was prestidigitation there somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
like as an elf, but I didn't see it anywhere else. So
I mean, it didn't. It might have been an option instead of Ray of Frost. You know what that does, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Some of the stuff has changed. So if we need to revisit, that's why I like starting over here.
okay.
Things have changed. See, even the spells.
What's message? Is that where you talk to people?
Yeah, message is an action. You point towards a creature and whisper, and they can
Oh,
reply,
okay.
and only you can hear. It's like telekinetic kind of thought.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You can.
So I think I'm gonna want to. I'll think about my spells, and I'll get back into that later.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise it's just you and me reading all of these.
Yeah. If you don't want to dial it in, I mean, I do want to play pretty soon in a
Okay.
few hours,
Well,
so I would suggest we pick a couple and then you can
okay.
change it
Let's
later.
start with those cantrips again. What is Blade Ward? A very
Blade Ward, it protects you. So wards are usually a protection spell.
hmm,
This is an action, and after you cast this action, when a creature attacks you, you
gotcha.
subtract 4 from the attack roll.
Let's look up. I wish there was a way you could filter, but I want to look up non-concentration spells.
Oh, well, there's the little C right there is the concentration. So that's
Oh,
concentration,
huh,
concentration,
learn
concentration.
something new every day. I was
Yeah.
today years old when I realized that.
That's why, like, another bonus of me talking you through it is we're gonna
Yeah,
learn together, and I'm trying to help so we can get through the basics and learn some new things because
cool.
there's new things, like I said.
How about right there, True Strike. What's that?
True strike is you learn something about like it's their weakness or you flash of inspiration basically where you learn da, 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 you make one attack with a weapon. Attack uses your spell casting ability instead.
Oh, okay. And damage rolls instead of using strength or dexterity. If the
And
attack.
it does radiant damage, so it kind of gives you
Oh, hmm.
radiant, so you can light up your. We haven't picked inventory yet, but your dagger. So you have a dagger for now.
Okay. Let's add that one. That seems interesting.
Okay. Yep. You can always fiddle around with that a little later. Let's pick one there, and I don't even know what Starry Wisp is. Launch a mote of light as an attack. Radiant damage. 1d8. Not bad. That seems new.
It does seem new.
Mage Hand is always good as a bard. I'd
Yeah,
say let's give you
let's do it.
Scanlan's Hand. And then you get 2 first level spells.
Levels.
Uh,
How,
charm.
let's do Healing Word.
Okay. Healing Word. Sounds good.
What's illusory script?
There's also Cure Wounds. Illusory Script. You write on paper. And nobody else can read it, basically. So you can kind of write a secret message, and it's in code only to the intended person.
Yeah, skip that one.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so go back to
I would say Detect Magic is always good.
that is good, but go to Cure Wounds. I want to see which of those 2 healing spells is better.
Cure Wounds is
So that's a 2d8.
2d8. You have to touch them.
And then
Healing
Healing
Word
Word
you have is range, TD, but it's 2d4.
4. Let's do Cure Wounds then. Even though, yeah, that's good.
All right. Well, let's just keep both for now, and you can pick 2 more, I believe. 2 more, yeah.
No. How about since I've got a boost to animal handling?
Yeah.
You it's just it's like Speak with Animals is great on the 1 in a million chance you run into animals and need to talk to animals. It's one of it's one of those things. Uh, so let's do something that is more.
Could charm animals, though. Speak with animals. Charm animals.
Let's see,
It's
I've got
different.
Oh, delete Healing Word. So am I at 3 more spells?
Yeah, now you got 3.
Okay. Um, 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 Unseen Servant. What's that at the bottom?
Unseen servant. You get a creature, invisible, mindless, 10 AC, 1 hit point. You can use it as a bonus action to mentally command it around.
Oh, cool. Let's do that. Never know when you're going to be in jail and you need to get the key.
Yeah, cool.
And then let's see. I'm trying to feed into my. Okay, what's Bane?
I think this helps like discover the character too, because we rolled some randomness.
Mhm.
Bane is you can pick 3 creatures and force them to make a charisma saving throw. If they fail,
Hmm.
they have disadvantage basically on their attack rolls and saving throws.
Nah, skip that one.
It's not disadvantage, it's a 1d minus.
How about comprehend languages? That might be handy.
Yeah, that's just you can decode symbols or learn a language.
Nice. Let's do that one.
Okay. All right, we got 3 in the pocket of 4.
One more. How about something that is for damage?
Yeah, right. Thunderwave.
Silvery Barbs.
Silvery Barbs is a reaction to shield yourself or basically counter spell. Magically distract a creature, and they have to re-roll their d20 and use the lower dice.
Oh.
So if I roll an attack roll, and it doesn't have to be you, it could be against your friends.
Uh-huh.
You can say as a reaction, Silvery Barbs.
Okay.
Like counter spell, and I have to re-roll.
Cool. Let's do it.
Okay. No one has broke me on that one, but that one is kind of OP. So let's go for it. All right. So you have your pocket of 1st level spells.
Nice.
And some simple weapons and light armor. So since you are joining me today at the spur of the moment and don't know too much of your backstory, we'll get there. I would like to reward you with a proficient magical weapon.
Okay.
And we're going to go all the way down into the blue. Or would you like magical armor?
Never had any magical armor before.
Because you do have an AC of 12 right now with your leather armor. So basically, we can look at leather armor. Weapons are pretty simple. Armor that you're proficient in magical. So there would be like resistances added in there. These would also be an armor class of 11 versus. Oh, that's 11 also. Armor, proficient, magical. Yeah, looks like a lot of them are just certain resistances. Oh, here we go. You got Elven Chain, you got Leather +1. That would give you a better AC.
Mm-hmm.
You got Padded +1. Stay out of the purple there. You're an elf, I think.
Ooh.
Well, you can't have medium though. Elven.
Okay. I can only do light armor. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
We don't. How about studded leather +1 at the very bottom? Basically, that'll just.
Ooh, armor class 13.
Hmm.
So yeah, +1. That's it. It's just
Okay.
magical armor.
Look, go back up to that might be a good one, but let's see. I'm gonna read them all.
They're all just different types of uh, armor. So the ones with vulnerability, resistance to slashing.
This armor is cursed. Huh.
So you might not want to do that one.
No.
Should we just give you a +1 or studded +1?
Do the studded +1.
Okay, let's do that for that. So you are going to have a bump in your AC there.
Nice. 14. Nice.
Yeah, you got a big bump there. And also, for being a bro, we're going to level you up to 2 instead of playing through it. And that's where the other guys are, guys and gals, which means you get another skill.
Investigation.
And I believe you can double up at this point.
Okay.
Investigation.
And then persuasion.
Okay, sounds good. And you have that jack of all trades. You'll see that on your character sheet. It's pretty crazy.
Okay.
So that's not too great, but I was very generous with my other players. So I think what you'll see is there's a little half mark there.
Oh, that's.
So you're half proficient at Arcana, even though you didn't pick it.
Oh.
So it's I don't know what that means, but allows you to explore your half. I don't know. You're halfway there.
Halfway there.
But what I want to do, because I did this for everybody, I'm going to give you a free feat.
Okay.
Now, here are the core rule free feats at lower levels. And the biggest one I would say is tough. It adds to your hit points. I believe the monk took Tavern Brawler. So
right.
Doing some more damage, I think. Skilled gives you more proficiencies, which you're already proficient at a bunch of stuff. But if you could double down on it, it's probably a good idea. Here you could grab that musician for the encouraging song.
Ooh, finish a short longer. Which gives heroic inspiration. We'll put a tick mark on that one. That's a good one.
How
many healers do we have so far?
None.
Okay. Let's look at healer.
Healer is healer kit. You can use a healer kit. You're like a battle medic.
Skip.
Yeah, it's not the greatest.
How about what is alert?
Initiative proficiency and initiative swap.
Nah.
If you want to be lucky, that's re-rolling ones. If you want more magic,
yeah, wasn't I already lucky?
If you want to be more of a healer, we could go magic initiate cleric, and you'll know 2 more cantrips and a level 1 spell
Oh,
into your spell slots. And whenever you gain a new level, you can change that spell.
All right, let's do that.
So if we add that, the charisma spell list. Okay, so you have to pick these here.
Thaumaturgy, that one. Yep.
Thaumaturgy, okay. I would say guidance is another kind of bardic help spell. Ooh, now it's bigger. Those were the cantrips, I believe, and now they're the.
Okay.
So if you want cure wounds here or
detect magic.
Detect magic sounds good. All right. So now you have bonus magic.
Nice.
For free because I'm feeling generous. Okay, so that is a free feat. We're starting out at level 1/2. You can go back to your spells now because you are level 2, so you get one more spell.
Okay.
On top of all that.
How about pull up Thunderwave?
It's a Constitution saving throw, 2d8 damage, and push them 10 feet away.
Do it.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's an easy. All right, I like it. This is a different bard, an elf. It is Larry's character. It is. Let's pick a photo, and we need a name. Should we go to the Google name generator? Since
why not?
Random doing all this stuff.
Let's do it.
Elf names generator.
Oh, you got all the Christmas stuff.
That was all. Yeah.
There it is.
There it is. So let's just click
male. Oh, geez, I hate those weird.
Or I mean, do you want to be female, male?
I'll be male. How about do this? Go up to the top.
Yeah.
And pull up like the whole list of fantasy folklore. And then let's see, is there something for the merchant in me? Is there something like that down there?
The merchant in you. Wow.
No.
That could also be shop. Let's see, shop. No. Store owners. Store. No. Tavern owners. No. I like where you're going there. That's kind of cool. Huh. Fantasy folklore. Description. What is this? Oh, wow. Description generators? Jeez. Holy moly. You can do a riddle generator? Wow. Detective.
All right.
No,
and it doesn't have bard names either. That's funny.
I mean, I can go. I just put this in here. Merchant. Let's get rid of elf. Merchant names generator. Shops and business names. Oh, took us to the same site. Yeah, it's more like nicknames.
It's naming the shops.
Names. Where's
Let us eat.
where are we?
Back up.
Yeah. Merchant name. Oh, this is somewhere else. Okay, this is oh boy. Fantasy merchant names.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I mean you're just gonna get names. I think you're better off looking at the elf thing and then maybe twisting it yourself. We can get back to that. This can take.
Yeah. Tell you what, I'll come up with one before tonight.
Okay. Sounds good. So we have your character, level 2, ready to go. We just need a name. And Bard. So Bard. How I think I'm just gonna insert you into the story where we start. I've got an idea of how it can be done in the next room. So if you want to roll with that, there is the next area they're going to go into is got some spider webs, and you're going to be still alive but in a spider web.
Okay.
They'll cut you loose.
I like it.
Okay. So you won't know the backstory of meeting them and going through the Acquisitions Incorporated kind of side mission reward, why they're down there. But I would say you were down there already, so maybe you were with the other person that might turn out dead. Why a bard was with them. We'll have to figure this out. But yeah, I want to say you're gonna be a person that's been poking around in this dungeon, and you're gonna be hopefully released by the characters once before or after they encounter a giant spider. So yeah, you'll be in with the corpses, but we'll say you're alive. The next room after that also has a character, but I don't want to. I could flavor that to you. I don't want to get rid of this character. I like the spider web thing. We'll just insert you into a spider web, and then boom, you drop, and then it works for the story you found. Hopefully, you guys jive.
Nice.
We can give you a real easy elf-looking face.
I'll get that too, along with my name.
Okay.
I'll find something cool.
Okay. And or if you pick your minifig.
Oh, that's right.
I would like, so we've got, let me get rid of the share screen. And then let me just hit this in case it didn't save. I was going to show you one thing on here. So when you're doing an attack roll for dagger, and you see the 2 hit, usually you just hit the button and it'll roll the dice. If you right click, you can do disadvantage or advantage.
Oh, cool.
And you can send it to just yourself so everyone doesn't see it. So you can do a hidden dice roll.
Okay.
But advantage is kind of nice because it'll roll the 2 and take the higher, and you get a 23. So if you like digital dice, right click is really nice.
Cool.
Oh, crit damage. Oh, nice. So when you hit damage, but if you right click it, you can do crit damage and roll it. Which means I think it rolled twice +1 instead of the.
Okay.
We've been doing the 4 plus the 2 plus the 1, so I'm not sure how I want to play that still because I just found these functions. I still think I want to reward you guys with the higher crit. It also rewards the monsters with the higher crit. So, there is Larry's character. Will have a name soon. We'll end the video. Let me stop sharing. Thanks for doing that. We've got about an hour in, and we've got to come up with a minifig. There's Nikki's character. She had a whole custom Rocky Mountain minifigs custom character, but I matched it decently. And then Steve is playing this monk human.
I listened to maybe up to an hour of his character building, and I heard his story and everything. That's hilarious.
He's using the fat Thor from the that one set.
The what? The
the chubby Thor sitting on the couch playing video games. So it's that, but he's got a belly.
So he got fat after he was all emaciated from being an oarsman.
Yeah, I guess so. He's been drinking at the tavern.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He was drinking.
He's been drinking him away his woes. Yeah, I did some rolls with him because he was just so into the character. So hopefully you can come up with some tidbits, or I'll think of some. Already gave you how you're going to be inserted to the thing while you were down in this dungeon. I might just, if you don't think of something, I'll say which. I might say something for you as we get there.
So it's inside a location, inside a dungeon.
Yeah.
Okay. And is there a dungeon baddie that's pulling people in, or is it just a spider?
So they went in to investigate because an earthquake happened.
Oh.
And an earthquake opened up this fissure, and the city guard went down. Two city guard went down, and they're investigating why the city guard didn't come back.
Oh.
So the mission is to find the two city guard people, alive or dead, and report back to the headquarters.
Okay.
So maybe you followed them. You're like, whoa, or maybe you were already down there investigating before the city watch.
Would it work out that I, due to the earthquake, ended up in there?
It could have been like, whoa, just fell in the fissure as the earthquake happened. That would be great.
Let's do it.
All right. There we go. Beyond that, as far as backstory precursoring this earthquake, it's up to you for now. If you want me to pick a town, we can roll some random cities and I can give you some guidance, because I'm trying to homebrew the world with some help, but it's a random table. Let's try that real quick.
Let's pick a.
So what you have to choose from is the basics: coastal areas, deserts, forests, hills, grasslands, mountains, swamps, frostland, underground. So we need to choose between that, or roll for that. Actually, there's a D8. We could roll for that. Should we just roll everything?
Let's roll it.
I love it. All right, let's get the character back on the screen for the die. Or you want to roll? You want to roll real dice?
I don't have them ready.
Okay. Let's do share screen again. And that's just for dice rolling. So we're going to do a D8. Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see where you're from. D8, D10, D8. Roll it. 8 is underground. That's weird. How would you be a high elf from the underground? Unless you were positioned there. I want to re-roll that. That only works for the drow.
Yeah.
If you're a drow, I'd say that definitely works. We've been doing kind of the best of two rolls anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. So hills and grasslands.
That works.
And we're going to pick a city or a town. So I'm going to go to page 96 here. I haven't even looked at any of these, so I might need the time. But what we have is let's see what happens. Okay, here we go. So do you want to say you're from a larger city capital or a town?
How about a town, like a medium size?
Middle size? Okay. So we're going to roll a D6 here. For the berm.
I should be writing this shit down.
Bard from the berm. So, I mean, I'm not going to read this, but I have a one-page thing for a town called Berm. It is, it has a council of 6 local elders, population 5,000 or so. Oh, it's more dwarves and gnomes. I think we should pick a city that is more elves.
Well, I do speak Dwarvish, so maybe I just ended up there because a little bit about my backstory is I learned to be a merchant from my father. He passed away, and then I got screwed somehow and had to bail out of this town.
Okay.
Can you photograph that page or
Yeah.
send it over to me?
Yep. Will do. Yeah, it looks like it'll work-ish. Yeah, it doesn't say. It's not like super dwarfish. I'll send you a photo and think about it myself.
Okay.
Because I was picking, we did a roll for a town for the coastal town that the monk was from. I haven't done it for Nikki because she had already kind of a mother-daughter thing going on, and not sure how she wants to roll into that. But we have some towns here that we can create some lore of where you're from.
Cool.
And or you were already living in the town with the earthquake and fell through, would be the other way.
What's the name of the town with the earthquake? Is that one of your homebrewed towns already?
Yeah, that's in here also. It's called.
It's not the coastal town.
It's a coastal town. It's
Oh,
not the prison one. It's called Wretched Wake. It's pretty
okay.
cool. Actually, it'd be good if you were from there. I'll give you those two options. Like you're living here and maybe you have a hometown that's further away.
Okay.
And there we go. That's our session for 0. Stop sharing. And I think we covered everything. So other than rolling into a level 1 adventure that puts you into the spider web, we're already going. Yeah, you're level 2 and you're stuck in the spider web, and we'll hope that you get rescued. Tune in. This is not live, so I will try to post it.
Okay.
In no way somebody gets through it and then watches the live, but it'll be there for rewatch. So
cool.
Thanks, Larry.
Yeah.
Appreciate the time. And I'm excited to learn more about these core rule books.
Nice. Who all is playing? I know we got Steve and Nikki.
And that's it.
That's it so far, huh?
Yeah.
Nobody else responded?
Nobody else has responded. Troy and Alicia kind of responded. So I'm hoping Troy's in. And that'd be 4. I like it.
Cool.
So we can go from there. We've got some other friends that might want to play. We can talk about it. We can talk about it offline.
Okay.
All right. Ending recording.